Hello. Okay. Now 48 players. Shall we start? If anyone wants to join, they can join here. Still, we have 25 players. I hope our batch is of 73 players.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Now 49. Okay, we will start. See here. The question is, what is your current course name as per our RIT structure, syllabus structure? The first option is Indian Constitution with the triangle. Then the second option is Indian polity with the option type a square. Then the third option is Constitution of India with the option circle. And fourth option is current affairs square with base edges parallel to the HP base ground. Now you will give your options. Okay, 44 members given first correct option. Then shall we proceed for the next? And the next question is, the first is Rushi Bhosle, who scored maximum score 964. Then second is Saurav Mane 956. Third is Saili Patil with a score 950. We will proceed for the next question. See this question. Who is the chairman of the draft committee of the Constituent Assembly? My question is, who is the chairman of the draft commission of the Constituent Assembly? The first option is K.M. Munshi, the second option is Rajendra Prasad, third option is V.T. Krishnaswamy, Krishnamacharya, and fourth option is B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, 28 people gives right answer. 28. Right? Shall we move for the next? Now, till now, who is the first? Now, Saurabh Mane. He gives, with the score, he gives two correct options. And his score is, till now, is 1843. Now, we move forward for the next question. Which of the following is called mini constitution? First is Government of Act 1935. Second option is 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Third is 44th Constitutional Amendment. And fourth is the Government Act 1919. First option, Government of India Act 1935. Second, 42nd Amendment. Third, 44th Amendment. Fourth, Government India Act 1990.
Yes.
Okay. 16 people given a right answer. The mini constitution we call to the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. In that amendment, we changed our preamble. In our preamble, we used words socialist, secular, and integrity. Okay, now we move towards the next question. Now, first is the Rushi Bansode. The second is Saurabh Mane. Now we move forward for the next question. The next question is, when did Constituent Assembly adopt a national flag? When did Constituent Assembly adopt a national flag? The first option is 9th December 1946. Second option is 22nd July 1947. Third option is 14th August 1947. Fourth option is 26th November 1946. Okay, 11 people given the right answer. 22nd July 1947. 20 to 25 days before we adopt a national flag, before the independence, and that date is 22nd July 1947. Now we check who is the first. Now Atik is the first with score 2941. The next question is, when was the Constitution of India adopted by the Constituent Assembly? The first option is 26th January 1950. Second is 25th January 1950. Third is 26th November 1949. Fourth is 15th August 1947. Okay, 22 people given a correct answer.
Oh.
The answer is 26th November 1949. I use this sentence in first, second, and third lecture. We adopted Indian Constitution on the day 26th November 1949, and from 2015, from the Modi government, we celebrated this day, 26th November, as a constitutional day in India. Now we will check who is the with a score of 3,363. Now we will move towards the next question. In the Parliament of India, upper house is known as, the first option is Lok Sabha, second option is Vidhan Sabha, third option is Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Parishad. Which house we called as upper house? In the Parliament. Okay, 20 people gives the correct answer. Rajya Sabha. Now we will check who is the first. Till now, Yogesh. I hope this is Yogesh Shusharan. Right? Am I right? Yogesh with the score of 3,965. Now we will move towards the next question.
एक मिनिट थांबा.
Who was the first to sign the Constitution of India? First person to sign the Constitution of India. First option is Rajendra Prasad, second option is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, third option is B.R. Ambedkar, fourth option is Firoz Shah Gandhi. Who is the first member to sign the Constitution of India? (28) students given the correct choice. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first person who signs Constitution of India, first sign on the Constitution of India. Now we'll check who is the topper. Now Pratiksha is the topper with the score 4,389. Now next question. Whose signature was assigned at the top of the Constitution of India? First is Rajendra Prasad, second is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, third B.R. Ambedkar, fourth Firoz Shah Gandhi.
कोण आले कुठं आले
Whose signature was assigned at the top of the Constitution of India? First option Rajendra Prasad, second option Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, third option B.R. Ambedkar, fourth option Firoz Shah Gandhi. Rajendra Prasad, right? 23 students given a correct choice. Rajendra Prasad, who was the president of India at that time. Therefore, his sign is at the top of the all members on the Constitution of India. The first member is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who signs this constitution, but as a president, Rajendra Prasad's sign is on the top of the all other members. Now we will check the scorer, Swapnil Patil. Swapnil Patil is at the top with a score of 5,118. Then next question. Which of the following union territory separated from Goa state? First option is Daman and Diu. Second option Andaman and Nicobar. Third Pondicherry. Fourth Lakshadweep. Which union territory is separated from Goa state? Daman and first option Daman and Diu. Second Andaman and Nicobar. Third Pondicherry. Fourth Lakshadweep. Daman and Diu. 11 students given a right choice. Now we will check who is the topper. Now Aniket Sawant with a score of 5,399. Next, the preamble of the Constitution are on the basis of. The first option is British format Constitution. Second option is American Constitution. Third is Ireland Constitution. Fourth is French Constitution. The preamble of Indian Constitution are on the basis of which Constitution? First British, second American, third Ireland, fourth French. Only one member gives a correct answer. Our preamble, it is taken from the French Constitution. Who is this? Who is this one student? Hello, who gives this answer correct? Hello? Hello?
हॅलो.
Hello.
हा सत्यजित सर बोलतोय मी दिला आन्सर तो.
Satyajit, okay, good. Congratulate him. He gives correct answer. Then next. Now we will check who is the first, who is the second, and who is the third. Swapnil Patil is at the third. The second is Suyash. And the first is Aniket Sawant. Congratulate Aniket Sawant. Hello?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, congratulate to you. I asked one question to you. I started my recording, but it is not showing my recording is going on. Is anyone other than me is going to start his recording this lecture?
No, sir. We don't have option.
I started record this screen, but now okay, I'll start again. This option is visible. The recording is going on your screen.
So your recording is already on, sir. It's showing symbol,
Okay,
recording symbol.
recording is in on position. Yes, okay. Now we will go to the next part. Okay, we will start with our last point, constitutional values. The first point in the constitutional value is sovereign. Sovereign is we have total 10 constitutional values. First is sovereign or the sovereign country. The second is socialism. We adopted socialism point. Then secularism in our preamble of the Indian Constitution. Then democracy. India is a democratic country. Then it is also a republican country. Then justice. This is a very important point regarding the constitution. Then liberty, equality, integrity, and fraternity. We will look each and every point. The first is sovereignty. This sovereignty means the supreme independency in our nation. India, we can say in another term, India is internally and externally sovereign. Internally and externally sovereign means the country is free from the control of any foreign powers, and also internally from individual states. Also, it has a free government which is directly elected by the people. It means our government, who is not a kingmaker, they are elected, the government, or we can say the people, parliament people, ministers are elected from people, and they makes laws that governs the people. In Marathi, we can say that sovereignty term as a sarvabhaum. Then the second point is socialism. The socialism, it implies a system which will endeavor to avoid concentration of wealth in a very few hands. It means the socialism term means in India, no one, the distributor of the total wealth of our country, everyone are equal to take properties or to trade any institution or to run any business. No one is empowered to do this business or to do this task. Everyone is self-empowered for the wealth and for the powers. Then third value is secularism. Secular means the relationship between the government and the people, which is determined, or we can say the government and the people, which is according to the constitution by law. The who is the citizen of India? People means the citizen of India. And this secular term we added in our preamble of Indian Constitution in 42nd Amendment. Then the next term is democracy. Democracy means power of government, or we can say the power of citizen. With this democracy, all the powers of government are vested on the hands of the citizen of India, and the people exercise this power through their elections, which runs on every 5 years. We have the right to choose right people at the right place. Then the next value is republic. Our nation is a republican nation. The term republic, which is opposed to monarchical system. In the monarchical system, we know one king who rules over the citizen of that country. But as we have a republic country, we have the right to choose one member from our society, and we hand over all our requests or the primary needs on his hand. It means this republic means the head of the state, it is not monarchical, but it is a president who indirectly elected from the people. Then the next point is justice. The term justice in the preamble refers to three different aspects. First is political justice, second is social justice, third is economic justice. And this justice can be secured through different provisions of fundamental rights. We will see that fundamental right, fundamental duties, and right to principles in the next chapter. Here we can say justice is of importance because no citizen in our India who is unjustified due to any rules or law in our country. The next value is liberty. The ideal case of liberty, we can say the freedom. Liberty means freedom, and the freedom of all the activities in our nation. In another sense, we can say the citizens of our country are secured with liberty of thoughts, of their expressions, the freedom of belief, the freedom of faith, and we can say the freedom of worship. And all these points gives them our constitution as a fundamental rights. And the next value is equality. The equality, the term we used in terms of casteism, in terms of communities, in terms of wealth. Our nation accepts equality, means no one is different communities, no one is other than, or we can say this equality in terms of politically, equality in terms of economically, equality in terms of communities. Then fraternity. The fraternity, it means, or we can refer this term as feeling of brotherhood, and it is a sense of brotherhood in our country among the neighborhood or among the citizen of India. Or we can say in another term, in the absence of fraternity, a society, a plural society like India, stands divided. Without this fraternity, we stands divided. Therefore, to give meaning to all these ideals like justice, liberty, and equality, this fraternity plays a great role in our preamble. Now, the dignity of individual. Again, this is dignity of individual. It is again the important point, considering the equality, considering the fraternity, considering the justice, because it is essential to secure the dignity of every individual in our country. Without this dignity, democracy cannot function. If we say in our country the democracy is there, then we need to maintain relations with every people. This dignity terms ensures all equal participation of every individual in all processes or in all festivals in our India. And at the last, unity and integrity. These are the points, these integrity points we added in our preamble from 42nd Amendment, which is did in the 1976 and effective from 1978. To maintain the independence of the country, the unity and integrity of the nation are very essential. Unity means samata and integrity means ekatmata. To maintain independence, these both terms are essential. Our constitution expects this unity and integrity from all citizens to improve or to uphold the protection of all people. And at the last, we used international peace. The Indian Constitution directs the state regarding 4 different points to maintain peace in our India, to maintain peace with neighboring countries. First, to promote international peace and security. This is our first step towards the China in the last month. Then the second is to maintain just and honorable relations between different nations. This is our second step. With this step, India maintains good relations with US and Japan. Then the third step is foster respect for international law and treaty obligations. And the fourth step is encourage settlements of international disputes by arbitration. These are the four steps Modi government has used to maintain good relations with other nations and also maintain peace, international peace with neighboring nations. Also, I will tell you here, 21st September, we celebrated this day as a International Day of Peace. With this, we now ended our first chapter, Constitution, the structure and principles. If you have any questions, then you can ask me. In this chapter, we cover first definition of Constitution, then second functions of Constitution. I tell you four functions. Then what is the need of the Indian Constitution? Then importance of Indian Constitution, important facts about Constitution, sources of Constitution, salient features of Constitution. Then today, constitutional values. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me. Hello? I consider you have no any question. I made one feedback link in Polls EV, or we can say Polls Everywhere. Use this link to give your feedback. Hello? The screen is visible to all. Now, just click on this first URL, https://pollev.com A Suryavanshi 777, or you can use Polls Everywhere app on your mobile and type username as A Suryavanshi 777. Okay, I activated this link.